The Steam Deck is an amazing mini PC slash console. It allows you to basically have a mini gaming laptop for a very affordable price. It allows you to play most of your Steam games and mod those games. It literally has a desktop and everything. You can use this as a computer and hook it up to a monitor if you want to. It allows you to emulate all your games as well, so you can play GameCube, Nintendo 64, even Switch games on it. And the best part is it has good performance, especially for its size. I swear to God, I know there's one kid in the comment section typing out, "Huh, that's what she said, bro." Stop it, bro, you look goofy. The Steam Deck is even able to play things like Black Ops 3 Zombies at a perfect 60 FPS. You can play Doom Eternal at 60 FPS, same with 2016 Doom. I think all those features I just mentioned give enough reason for somebody to go out and buy the Steam Deck. But according to the article we're taking a look at today, that's just not enough, dude, because it's missing a feature. That being exclusives. I mean, exclusives are anti-consumer as fuck, dude, let's be honest. But I think I rambled for long enough. Let's just get into this absolute dumpster fire of an article. The Steam Deck is missing an important element: exclusives. The Steam Deck has the biggest back catalog of any new system, but it's missing systems selling exclusives like PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox. You do realize that the Nintendo Switch, PS5, and Xbox Series X are consoles, right? And the Steam Deck is a PC, it's a computer, it's basically a little laptop. So of course it's not gonna do the exact same things that consoles would do. And technically it does have exclusives. Tens of thousands of them if you count Steam as a platform. Seriously, get your head out of your ass. The Steam Deck is an utterly incredible device. It's basically a tiny PC that can play most of the huge AAA games in addition to your standard indie games. But its party trick is that you can choose to take it on the go in handheld mode or plug it into the best Steam Deck dock and use it as a full Linux desktop. Yet there's something that's been bugging me about the device. Something I couldn't quite put my finger on until very recently. Spoiler alert. The thing that's been angering, fucking angering this man, he's losing his shit, there's steam coming out of his ears, is the fact that he cannot take games away from other people. He just cannot sleep at night knowing that he can't restrict games to his platform so that other people are forced to buy a Steam Deck. I never understood this argument of, oh, we have exclusives. That doesn't make your console better, dude. You know what would make your console better? Cool features, like adding some broadcasting features, adding things like that. Taking a game and making it exclusive to your platform does not make the platform better. It's another way to get sales instead of actually fucking innovating. It didn't hit me until playing Crisis Core Final Fantasy Reunion, which is a remaster of a former PSP exclusive, that the Steam Deck doesn't have the same system seller exclusives that you'd expect from a new console. PlayStation has God of War, The Last of Us, and Ratchet & Clank. Xbox has Halo, every single Bethesda game now, and Forza. Nintendo has Pokemon, Mario, Zelda, Kirby, and several more. What does the Steam Deck have as a system seller? Aperture Desk Job is something I've been thinking about for quite a while now, and I feel like I know why it's been bugging me. You say that the Steam Deck doesn't have the same system seller exclusives you'd expect from a new console. That's because it's not a console, dude. Motherfuckers on the internet when they realize that a PC is not the same thing as a console. You say that the PlayStation has God of War, Ratchet & Clank, and The Last of Us. Those are all on PC now, so that point is invalid. You claim that Xbox has Halo, Forza, and all the Bethesda games. Guess what? You can play all of those on Steam Deck and PC as well. And then you bring up the Nintendo games, which do in fact not have a PC port, but you can emulate on the Steam Deck, and you can emulate the Nintendo Switch. It is a lot of trouble to go through, so personally I'd just buy it on the Switch, but I mean, if you really want to play the games on the Steam Deck, you can do it. And then you ask, what does the Steam Deck have as a seller? You know what it has? It has good features, good performance, good library of games. It has a desktop built in. That's what it has. It's almost like when you make a platform that gives you a good value and a good deal with good features, people go out and buy it, and you don't actually have to restrict games in order to get sales. The Steam Deck is basically perfect. Sure, it could use some software updates. The fact that you can't install games while the device in sleep mode is baffling, but the hardware is incredible and it has the most extensive back catalog of any new device. What would ascend the Steam Deck to the next level is some incredible exclusives, even if they're smaller games like the aforementioned Aperture Desk Job. basically a glorified tech demo to show off the Steam Deck's capabilities while set in the same universe as Portal and the Half-Life series, I will 100% agree with you on the sleep mode part. But your claim that adding exclusives to the Steam Deck would elevate it somehow is kind of idiotic. Why would you release a game exclusive to Steam Deck? That's like making a laptop exclusive game. Like, it really doesn't make all that much sense, because the Steam Deck is a portable computer, like a laptop. What fucking sense would it make to release a game that you can play on a portable computer, but not your regular computer? Just make it a game exclusive to Steam so you can play on both your Steam devices, whether that be your regular PC or your Steam Deck. A lot of people, including myself, have a Steam Deck and a PC. And the reason why we have the Steam Deck is for when we're not around our PC. Like, if I'm traveling and I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks, I can still play my PC games on the go. And when I get back home, I can use my regular PC. The point of the Steam Deck is not for it to act like consoles with exclusive games. It's so you can play your already existing PC games on the go. The ideal Steam Deck exclusive would take full advantage of the technology available while also bringing something new to the table, similar to how a game such as Astro's Playroom show off the sheer capabilities of the PlayStation 5 and DualSense controller while also being a full game. Don't get me wrong, Aperture Death's Job is great, but it's no more than an hour long and acts more as a tech demo than a full game, whereas Astro's Playroom feels like a full platformer. I don't have a particular preference for what I'd want this release to be, though as people close to me are acutely aware, I'm partial to a platformer or JRPG release, so one of those would make my Christmas. I get what you're saying about the game taking advantage of the Steam Deck's hardware, and like, I'm not saying you can't make a Steam Deck exclusive, it's just the Steam Deck doesn't need exclusives. It's doing just fine without them. And you say the Astro's Playroom is like a full game. I have to disagree there, dude. The game took me like 2 hours maybe to complete. I don't really consider that a full game. I mean, it was cool for what it was worth. I mean, I didn't hate it. Like, it's cool to show off what the PS5 controller can do, but we're not gonna sit here and act like it's a fucking Mario platformer. Alternatively, ports of former exclusives such as Crisis Core Final Fantasy are incredible on the device, feeling like a natural fit, owing likely to the fact that Crisis Core Final Fantasy was originally made for a handheld and Reunion doesn't change too much from that original version, so it'd be quite nice to see more of that. Quite infamously, Nintendo doesn't like to share, preferring to port first-party games to future iterations of its own systems rather than PC, but Sony no longer feels so strongly about that. So apparently because there was exclusives already out there that were for a handheld, they should be ported to the Steam Deck and stay exclusive. But here's the thing, they can port the game over to Steam as a whole, and then you can still play it on the Steam Deck. There is no reason to limit it from the PC and only have it on the Steam Deck. Why not just port it over to Steam, then you can play it wherever you want. It's clear that this person who wrote this article doesn't really know that much about PC gaming, because the reason we like PC gaming is because of how customizable it is. Play how you want. We don't like this idea of restricting options from people. I know the PlayStation fanboys absolutely love this. They love the idea of taking games away from other people. But, you know, over on PC, we're not into that shit, dude. Like, I would love to see a previous handheld exclusive game come to Steam, but make it on Steam and Steam Deck. You know, give people more options. Give me a port of Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. Give me a Tearaway port. Give me a port of Uncharted Golden Abyss. After all, it's been treated as the red-headed stepchild of the Uncharted series all these years. By not porting these games, even with the most basic amount of changes, just giving them the PC options menu, really, money is left on the table. The amount of people that would willingly buy PSP and PS Vita games in order to play them on a more powerful system that can run them at 60 FPS with a huge swath of options is massive. Yet there's no sign of any ports, unless you count Persona 4 Golden. It's why older games such as the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, shout out to John Phillips at SDGC, we finally got them ported, work so well on the Steam Deck, and it's something that extends to ports of newer titles. Once again, I just don't understand porting these games over to the portable version of a PC, but not the desktop PC. Like, that really just doesn't make any sense at all. If you're gonna go through the trouble to make a PC port, why not just release it on the PC as a whole, and then both Steam Deck and regular PC players can enjoy it. If anything, this only hurts the majority of Steam Deck players if you restrict it to the Steam Deck, because a lot of us like to play our games on both our regular PC and our Steam Deck. Come on, Sony, give us a sign of respect for your handheld library. Failing that, come on, Valve, give us a nice Steam Deck exclusive that takes full advantage of the system. It doesn't necessarily have to be Portal 3 and Half-Life 3 necessarily, it just needs to be a fun time for people that want an exclusive. Although both of those are sure to sell the system in droves. Yeah, and this is how you can tell that this guy was probably like a console fanboy who came over to PC after. If Half-Life 3 came out and it was exclusive, that would only hurt people, because if Half-Life 3 came out and wasn't exclusive, you can play it on your PC and your Steam Deck. And guess what? You only gotta buy the game once. But if you make it exclusive, it just takes away a place that people can play the game. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have. I'm working on like a longer video behind the scenes, so I decided I'd just put this one out real quick so that there's, at least something to watch. I mean, fuck, dude. Alright, peace.